Good morning. It is 7:05 a.m. on Tuesday, February 8th, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis, and this is the second time trying to record this video today. This is 5 more minutes. I swear, well, I'm glad I checked the video before I posted it to discover that apparently the switch on my microphone had gotten turned off. And I don't even know how that would have happened because I checked that the mixer was turned on. So yeah. It's ultimately maybe fine because the last one that I first tried was pretty rambly. I primarily talked about my impressions of the movie Nightmare Alley, which is the most recent Guillermo del Toro movie. It's a adaptation of, or not even an adaptation, just a remake of a classic black and white film noir movie of the same title. It stars Bradley Cooper, and it's got Rooney Mara and Kate Blanchett and Toni Collette and Willem Dafoe and Tim Blake Nelson and Richard Jenkins. Great cast. The basic premise is following a man who is running from his past, gets involved working for a carnival, and falls in love with a girl who also works there, and gets involved with mentalism. And I won't get any more into plot details than that, other than to just say I'm going to give just the mildest of spoilers regarding what genre this movie is. Not plot details, but just because I know that some people were disappointed because they had expectations of a certain kind of movie and it wasn't that. And so what I'll just say is it's a noir drama, not like a supernatural horror movie. So I won't do any more spoilers than that. But it's, what I'll say is I feel like it's perhaps a bit slow. It could be tighter. I didn't hate any scene that I was watching, but it did feel like it took a long time to get around to where it was going. It's, the nicer way to say it maybe is that it's a slow burn, because I feel like once it really does build up the head of steam, in the classic noir fashion, I felt like I was really engaged there. But yeah, I think that there are probably some people who will find it slow and boring. But I liked the storytelling, the craft of it, and even though I think maybe it could be tighter, I don't know. There's different pieces of the story that, like, I don't think I would want that out altogether, but I don't know. But in any case, like, even though I can't really think of, yeah. So I'll say mild criticism that it could be tighter, but at the same time, the visuals are gorgeous. I just wanted to eat them up. Incredible. Of course, that's one of the things Guillermo del Toro is known for, and I think it's just on full display here. Just the cinematography and everything of it. I loved it. Performances are great, and yeah, I thought it was great classic noir storytelling, and I dug it. I took a lot longer to say all of that the first time because I kind of rambled all over the place. I talked a little bit more about plot stuff, I suppose. But, you know. The other thing that I got into towards the end of the last video was the idea that this is one of the movies, of which there have been several in the last couple of years, where it's made to be in color, but then they also release a secondary black and white version. And I have to protest my extreme skepticism of that, because I certainly can appreciate that black and white movies can be quite beautiful. It's not that black and white is inferior. to color. And I like a lot of classic films that are black and white, and I have no objection to black and white, but I do have an objection to diluting artistic intention by not just choosing, are you making a movie in color or in black and white? Like if you're making a movie in black and white, then make it in black and white. I don't think it's as interesting to make a movie in color and then just say, but you could also see it in black and white. Or better yet, see it in color and then see it in black and white. And it just feels very marketing gimmick to me in a way that's a little distasteful personally. And again, just feels weirdly pandering to people for whom black and white is pretentious and they want to be feeling like they're in that in-group. I don't know. It's a little bit like Ghost of Tsushima, the video game. It was a video game that takes a lot of inspiration from classic Kurosawa Japanese films, and it has a mode where it puts just takes the color out of everything and puts sort of a filter on it to make it look like it's one of those old Japanese movies, but at the same time, they call it Kurosawa mode, but I'm like, but that game makes such dramatic use of color in so many sequences. I like it's like it's like telling a famous actor that what you want them to do is like, okay, well, do your normal performance, and now do the performance again, but do it in like an accent. And then won't it be interesting for people to see both versions? And I'm like, no, not really. Anyway, that's my personal take. Does anyone want to try to sell me on secondary black and white versions of movies designed to be in color? Even if it's not just a black and white filter and they did give some thought to what it would look like in black and white, I just still sort of feel like, but that doesn't make me happier that you spent time on two versions that could have all been spent on just the one version. Anyway, I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.